Let's be honest for a second. Have you ever finished sex and thought, that was okay, not bad, not terrible, just a little underwhelming? If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. A lot of couples don't struggle with sex. What they struggle with is making it feel exciting, connected, and satisfying, especially as the relationship goes on. Because great sex doesn't just stay away from its own. It's something you build and keep exploring together. So in today's episode, we're breaking down on how to move from okay sex to something that actually feels enjoyable. By the way, I'm Penny and welcome to Clitical Thinking, where sexual health, pleasure, and real education come together so you can make informed choices with confidence. This episode is brought to you by Lauvette, the leading sexual health and wellness store in the Philippines. If you'd like to explore our full range of love toys and educational resources, visit lauvette.ph or check the links in the description. Why sex starts to feel boring. Instead of just going directly to the tips, let's unpack this properly. Boring sex doesn't just happen randomly. It typically develops over time due to the following reasons. The first reason is predictability. When sex follows the same pattern every time, your brain starts to recognize it. Same time, same positions, same sequence, same pacing. And once your brain knows what's coming next, it stops reacting with the same level of excitement. The second reason is mindlessness or being on autopilot. This is when you're doing everything on paper, but you're not actually present. You're going through the motion instead of experiencing them. It usually comes from a mix of things. You might be stressed, mentally drained, or just overthinking what you're doing. So even if you're physically there, the sensations don't land the same way. The third reason is performance pressure. A lot of couples don't realize how much pressure they carry into sex. Pressure to last longer, pressure to do things correctly, and pressure to make things spicy. And when you're focused on doing things right, you stop paying attention to how things feel. This creates a disconnect. So instead of responding naturally, you're gonna start monitoring yourself. And the last factor to consider is lack of communication. Now, talking about sex doesn't always need to be a big or serious conversation. A lot of the time, it's the small, in-the-moment feedback that makes the biggest difference. Subtle adjustments, small reactions, or even just paying attention to what feels good. Without that kind of communication, couples start relying on guesswork. And when curiosity fades, that's usually when things starts to feel a little bit flat. Now, the good news is, these are all things you can work together. It doesn't happen overnight, but with small, consistent habits, sex can start to feel better again. So what do those habits look like? Let's get into it. Tips to make sex feel better again. Tip number 1. Build anticipation before the deed. Sex doesn't start when you're already in bed. It starts way earlier. The way you interact throughout the day sets the tone for everything that follows. When there's no build-up, sex can feel sudden or even a bit mechanical. And if physical affection only shows up when you want sex, it can send the wrong signal. Your partner might start associating touch with pressure instead of connection. Over time, this can lead to what they often call the bristle reaction. This is when one partner instinctively pulls away from touch because it has started to feel like it always leads to sex. Instead of feeling comforting, it begins to feel like an expectation. That's why setting the mood matters. There are so many simple, subtle ways to build anticipation. It could be a thoughtful message, spending time together at home, going out on a date, holding hands while walking, or giving compliments that feel real and unforced. Even small efforts like creating a calm space at home by completing the chores can shift the energy between you. So by the time you're actually being intimate, it doesn't feel like you're starting from zero. It feels like you're continuing something that's already been built. Tip number 2. Slow down. Most couples don't realize how quickly they move. Especially when there's an established routine, it becomes easy to jump from one step to the next without really feeling the moment. Slowing down allows your body to catch up with what's happening. Stay in moments longer than usual. Let touches linger. Let pauses happen without rushing to feel them. At first, it might feel unfamiliar or even a bit awkward, but that's actually a sign that you're stepping out of autopilot. A simple way to practice this is to delay progression. You can do this even with non-sexual activities like eating or doing a certain task at home. If you feel the urge to move forward, stay where you are just a few seconds longer. That small pause makes everything feel more intentional. Tip number 3. Focus on sensation, not on the climax. A lot of people go into sex without a mental checklist, specifically with the goal of them or their partner reaching an orgasm. They're thinking of things like, am I doing this right? Should I be doing something else? Or, is this good enough? And the more you think like that, the less you actually feel what's happening. Instead, shift your focus on sensation. When you focus on sensation instead of performance, your body responds more naturally. And when both of you are responding instead of performing, the experience feels more connected. Tip number 4. Try using love toys. A lot of people think toys are meant for solo use, but they can actually be a great way to explore together. The key is to treat it as something shared, not something separate. You're not replacing anything. You're simply adding another layer to what you're already doing and introducing a new type of sensation without completely changing your routine. There are different options you can start with: a mini vibrator, a couple vibrator, a clit sucker, a vibrating penis ring, or a tip vibrator. These are usually more beginner-friendly and easier to incorporate. As you get more comfortable, you can explore more advanced options if you both feel ready, like a strap-on dildo. And when it comes to using them, it doesn't have to feel technical. Just incorporate it in a way that feels natural for the both of you. Tip number 5. Step outside of your comfort zone occasionally. Another way to experience good sex is to step outside of your comfort zone. Not in a drastic way, but in a way that feels safe and intentional. This could mean trying a different pace, a different sex position, or a different location. It could even be related to clothing, like doing it while wearing a costume or lingerie. The goal here isn't to push the boundaries too far, but to introduce just enough newness to keep things from feeling predictable. Also, make sure that both of you are on the same page of trying new stuff so the activity feels more exciting instead of intimidating. Tip number 6. Communication before, during, and after. Communication is one of the most important habits, but it doesn't always have to be so serious. It can be as simple as checking in with each other, like, what are you both in the mood for, or what feels good lately. And while you're doing it, you can give short cues like, that feels good, stay there. This helps guide the experience without breaking the moment. And when you're done having sex, you can ask things like, what did you enjoy? What felt different? As I've mentioned earlier, when communications happen before, during, and after, there's less guessing and more connection. Tip number 7. Take care of your physical well-being. This is something people don't always connect to their sex life, but sex is still a part of physical activity. If your body feels tired, stiff, or low on energy, it naturally affects how you move, how long can you stay engaged, and how present you feel in the moment. On the other hand, when you feel better physically, everything tends to flow more easily. You move more comfortably, you don't get tired as quickly, and you're not as anxious about your body. This doesn't mean you need a strict routine or suddenly overhaul your lifestyle. Even simple changes can help, like getting enough rest, staying active in ways that feel manageable, eating better, staying hydrated, and managing stress properly. Again, when your body feels supported, it's easier to be present, responsive, and connected during sex. Tip number 8. Get checkups if something feels off. Many people hesitate to see a doctor when it comes to sexual health due to shyness or budget concerns. When something is off, like difficulty finishing, discomfort during penetration, or changes in the usual experience, they just brush it off, thinking they just need more lube, more foreplay, or just avoid sex for a while. But sometimes, those adjustments aren't enough, because in some cases, what they're experiencing could be linked to something deeper, like an underlying medical issue, hormonal changes, or even mental health condition. This is why if you feel something's off during the sex, and this certain worsens or a recurring thing, you need to see a doctor. A doctor can guide you through what's happening, recommend tests if needed, and help you understand what your body is trying to tell you. From there, you can get the right kind of support or treatment, which can make intimacy feel more comfortable, less stressful, and ultimately more enjoyable. And that ends our episode for today. Remember, you don't have to do everything at all at once. Start with 1 or 2 that feel natural for you and build from there. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more real, practical guides on sexual wellness and relationships. You can also check Lauvette.ph or the links in the description for more details and love toy recommendations. Feel free to share it with your partner or save it for later. This has been Clitical Thinking, and see you on the next one.